Hi guys, just a quick so rare video today, and I just want to show you a limited team that I've put together. This follows on from a video I done sometime last year where I wanted to get a limited team put together, a stacked team if you like, and I chose Lask of Austria. Of course, the year I did it, Lask performed badly, probably to do with them being in that shitty European Conference League or whatever it's called, but they finished the lowest they have done since 2015 when they got promoted to the Bundesliga. However, this year they're not in any European competition and they've seemed to have got their act together. They're currently lying second behind Salzburg, so I thought this is the time to try and get a last stack together for as cheap as possible. Now, I've used the thresholds that I've won to compile this team because personally I wouldn't be investing my own money in a limited team because I just don't believe that the value is there, purely because in my opinion again there are just far too many limited cards and the market is becoming more and more flooded, but that's just my opinion. But the hope is one game week they all perform and I get lucky and win. You've got to be looking at tier ones or above now for it to make it worthwhile. So before I go into showing you the players that I've bought, please do your own research. This is just a bit of fun for me with the thresholds that I've won and I've just decided to reinvest. So like I said, please do your own research before buying any players or anything like that. So obviously the biggest spend was the goalkeeper, who is Alexander Schagler. There's his scores there. They're decent. Other than when they play Salzburg or perhaps Sturm Graz, I don't think they're going to be conceding a lot of goals in a lot of the games because, like I said, this season they seem to get their act together and they are one of the better sides in Austria. So I can't see them getting hammered 3-4-0 in the majority of games they play. He cost me 87 quid almost. So, like I said, the biggest spend on this team. The next player I bought was Philip Zieris, who's a regular, he's a regular centre back at the moment for Lask. I paid nearly a fiver for him, so in my opinion, decent value. And there's his scores there. They're not outstanding, but he looks a sort of consistent sort of guy. I've bought Jan Boller for about £3.5. He's a cover centre back, but he's only a youngster. So for me, just in case I get any injuries at that position, he will step in, which he did a few games ago. And I think he posted at about 58, 60 or something like that. So decent value in my opinion. The next player I then bought was Rennie Renner. As you can see, his scores are decent. Just one thing to note, I bought his midfield card or his midfielder card, and from what I can see on SofaScore, he is playing as a left back. So please bear that in mind if you're looking at someone like him, because I think there are defender cards of him. So you've got to weigh up whether it's worth paying the extra for his natural position card. Now, the next card I bought is Peter McCall. I've owned him a few times from different stages of my So Rare account. He's a decent player. He scores, sorry, that's my ultimate champs. There's his scores. As you can see, he's capable of putting a decent score from time to time. There are obviously better players for Lask in terms of scoring. However, I'm not prepared to be spending 80, 90 quid on a limited card. That's just my opinion. So in terms of a striker, I'm not convinced of any of the last strikers, to be honest. I think they're not as good as other strikers in that league and too expensive for the scores they produce. So I own three other limited cards in Austria, striker-wise. Barabo is my best one, but depending on their fixtures, I will rotate. So I'll have 4 Lask players, and then one of these 3 up front. None of these 3 are world beaters, but they're capable of putting in a good score from time to time. They're decent goal scorers in that league, and the hope is one week they all click and I get lucky and I win a tier 1 or above, because anything else, quite frankly, is piss poor in my opinion, unless you get very, very lucky with a tier 2. So for around 125, I've built what I believe to be a decent limited team. It's not going to set the world alight. It's not going to be winning tier 1s and above every game week. But my hope is on one game week, Lask batter somebody and all the players score well, and whatever striker I've got playing, that he also performs well on that game week. The reason I've taken this route is I don't want to be spending 5, 6, 700 quid on a very good limited team, because like I keep saying, the more and more cards they produce of these average to good limited cards, then it devalues them in my opinion. So that's it really, guys. I just wanted to show you what I was doing. Best of luck for this game week, and like always, please do your own research. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.